Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for Friday, April 1st, and this is the weekly chart for the DAX. And I want to talk about the bearish and the bullish side of the market. As you know, we've been, because of this has pulled back quite deeply here, it means that we've needed to finish this off as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. So we can look at this market as wave 1 up here, or we can look at it as wave 3. They're the two possibilities on that front. It's also possible that wave 2 could sit back over in this box here. It's also possible it could sit here. In the short term, however, it's pretty much the same sort of pattern. It does appear that in the US markets, well, the Nasdaq had a nice clean low. The S&P didn't, but in the Nasdaq we can count 5 waves up to this point, and we can do the same in the DAX as well. Obviously coming into the 15,000 here, it's a nice floor, ceiling, whatever, and yeah. So now we've got that 5-wave move up there. We're looking for an A and a B and a C wave back again. Could pull back to the 50-60%, maybe shorter, but we'll just track the ABC pattern for that. Now once it's done that, then it needs to push up. Now it could push up here as an A and a B and a C wave up here and then come down for this move over here. It can either do that, or it can just continue to move up at that point. In the meantime, it doesn't really matter. It's going to, in both counts, it's going to do the same thing. So even though we're tracking 2 counts, it will just be doing the same thing for a while. So there's good news and bad news. Let's just go back over that again. So in this move up here, we've got 5 waves in here, which we can call wave A or wave 1, and then an ABC for wave B, wave 2, and this will be the same for the STOXX 50, but I won't repeat all of this. And then the wave C up here, or possibly a wave 3 at that point. Would probably need it to lift it up a degree of structure as well for that. But in the interim, we're just looking for this ABC that could pull back to the 50-60% in the box here. But like I said, we just need to track that. So we've pulled up to our 50-60% between, well, the 61.8% and the 15,000, both important price points, zones, whatever. And then on the intraday basis, I think that we're in the 5k tick area here. So counting to the upside here will be 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the third wave, fourth wave and fifth wave for the third, A, B, C for the fourth, and we'll need to tie that in here. Yes, I did realize that. I thought we may just make one more little move up into the 15 there, but that's just not the case. So from this low to this high here, we're looking at the 50-60% retracement level. Will it get to this point? I don't know. We just need to monitor that situation. So that's really where we are at the moment with this. So it's possible to count this in a couple of different ways. We could look at this as wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. As a wave 4, it's a little bit high and sort of touches on wave 1 a little bit. So we could look at this as wave 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 here, and then going down for the 3, 4, and 5. Somewhere down in this consolidation area through here, there's going to be some support in that space here somewhere. Right, so at some point here, we're going to see, well, we could just see a straight up A, B, and C for this, for this B wave, or we could look at this as 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and a third wave here. So we go up here a bit, and then we go down here for the fourth and the fifth and the last bit structure here, and then we go up for the ABC. So there's a couple of different ways we could approach that, and then the C wave will be in 5 waves. So what we'll try to do is we won't chase this into this, we won't go short, we won't go long, but we'll try to look to short this wave C over here for that. But that's where we are with this market. Okay, So it's the same with the S&P as well, with all of this. So it's the same sort of thing. And as I've mentioned before, you know, I will have a blind spot once this structure up here finishes, which it has. I thought I might get away with it until I thought that would happen this week, and then I saw the strong move here, and I thought, oh, that looks like a third wave. I think we'll get another little move here, but it wasn't the case. So we need to handle this situation now. But this is the blind spot that we're in. But on the intraday basis, we can work our way, navigate our way through it. It's the same for the stock 50 without going into too much as well. So we can look at this as in a couple of different ways. We can look at this as the 5-wave structure to the downside over here for that, at 3 and 4 here. It's a little bit, you know, overlapping there, you know, and this is kind of stretching out like a nice third wave here. So should we call it the third wave and look for the fourth, and then a fifth wave down here for the third, and look at this as 1 and 2 in here, and we probably could look at all that as 1 and 2, so it's probably better suited this way. So this will finish off soon and come down here, but either way, I don't think that we should look to chase it, you know, because it'll be like this. So we can look for it over this side over here and draw it through. So that's what we'll be doing in due course. So I also thought the same thing with the FTSE as well, but the FTSE's got its own mind here. So obviously I've made a mistake in this structure here somewhere, and it's probably in here somewhere, because I was thinking we'd have another little move to the upside, but it's probably not going to be the case. So I've just left it as it is. Just wanted to show my mistake. But as the first move down here, we'll probably see some sort of rally and then another move down through to here. I haven't been interested in trading this because all the ranges have been choppy, and you know, it stretched out quite nicely here, and then we could see that it was you know, really just doing time here, not moving very much, but we can start to see it stretching out here now. So once this low comes in here and we see a rally, there'll probably be a bounce off the 500, right? Once that's there, then you can look for a classic trading levels pattern to the downside. You may get something nice and simple like that at 7,500, or it's more likely that this will come back up and move across the top there and make things a little bit more complicated like this. It will come back up here. But always look at the low and then the second low here to enter, and then if it does go back above here, this is a classic trading levels pattern here, all of this, where you see the arrival, the reaction, the first low below the level, the ABC pattern. So then when you come to over here, this little pattern in here will be a fractal pattern of this larger pattern here. So when you come down here, you're going to see the arrival, which will be this one here. Then you're going to see the reaction in 3 waves like this one here, but a smaller version of that. And then you're going to see the first low below the level like this one, and so on. So that will all be bundled up in here. But the point is keeping that low, and then this low here to refine it further. And to refine it even further still, then wherever this low is over here or here that you're going to be entering in on, try and look at the price over here. And if you understand the trading levels, you need to navigate towards the closest largest number, and then go through this whole process again across that particular price point level that you're dealing with over here. Handling rather than dealing. So yeah, that's where that is. So now we're going to see, this is the US dollar index. We're going to have a look at the euro in a minute. Yesterday we called the low in here for this and looking for a long position here, so we should see that up. Now that the FTSE, now that the DAX rather has moving lower, then we'll see the euro move down with it at this point. So we'll continue to look at this as the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here, but we should see this market continue to move down lower with the indices. Okay, so that will be that point there. On the bigger picture here, if we just, while we're at it, let's go to the daily chart. here. So we were looking, this wave 4 got out of control here a little bit, as they do, just double in size. So we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then looking down for the 5th wave here to finish off this move here, and then we'll see the upside there. So we're looking, in a nutshell, 5 waves to make a new low below there. So it should scoot along, and we could probably look for a short trade in that space. So yeah, you got your own sort of setups there, so you can do that, but that's where we're looking at this stage. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the weekend. Cheers.